one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee-owned, community-minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee-owned, community-minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
And we welcome you back to high school basketball on Live Ticket TV. I'm Bruce Andera. We've got the girls' game. This is the first of a doubleheader between the Roosevelt Rough Riders at home and the Sioux Falls Lincoln Patriots, the visiting team. As far as the start, first of all, we do apologize if you had some audio issues there during our open. We got it. We should be good now. Our technical team very hard at work there during the anthem and before that. But our starters for tonight's game, as we have here for the home Roosevelt Rough Riders, it is going to be 5'6" senior Brooklyn Cole, who scores almost 8 points a game, and also with three rebounds and 3 assists per game. Kinsley Pasica, number 23 down there, a junior guard, 5'5". Morgan Johnson, senior, 5'10", a senior forward. Scores 5.9 points per game, and also under the boards for five boards per game. Henley Lou, who we already mentioned, freshman guard, 5'8", and also Callie Harris, a freshman center, 6'2". So a very young team on the Roosevelt Rough Riders side of things. As far as the Lincoln Patriots, well, we've heard this starting lineup a few times before, but here we go again. It's going to be sophomore guard Emerson Robertson, 5'6", sophomore guard, and scores about 3 points a game, about 2 rebounds. Casey Adler, returning from injury a few weeks ago, sophomore guard, 5'8", also good for about 4 rebounds per game as well. Jersey Cool, a senior guard, 5'4". Adeline Ross, a senior guard, 5'9", and of course the leader of the team, Kiera Lubavitch, senior forward, 5'10", scoring almost 13 points per game. And if you saw that graphic at the beginning there with the points per game, Lincoln scores about a little over 33 points per game, not quite 34. Kiera Lubavitch accounts for about 13 points of that, so a little over a third of that. Also contributes 6.2 rebounds per game as well, in about 28 minutes as well as about 28 minutes per game. So we're getting set here for tip-off. As we take just a quick peek at a few more statistical things here. Henley Lou, 10.7 points per game, leads the way. That's a freshman guard. So if you look at that starting lineup there, 2 seniors, 2 freshmen, 1 junior on that side. As far as Morgan Johnson, he's the leading rebounder, 4.9 rebounds per game. Susan Olson can do about 4.4 per game. Callie Harris, 4.8 per game. So they've got presence underneath the hoop as well. Lincoln, like I said, Kiera Lubavitch is a main presence underneath the hoop, although Adeline Ross gets 3.8 rebounds per game, and Casey Adler, watch for her, under the boards as well, 4.1 rebounds per game as well. Lincoln, 1 win, 14 losses. They're standing 17th in seed points right now in the SODAC 16 standings, so they're probably going to need at least one more victory to make it into the SODAC 16. And they've got 5 chances to do it. This is the first of those 5 chances. A little bit later this week, they will be at Sioux Falls Jefferson, which is an 8-8 team, and then Saturday they're going to Pierre before their final 2 home games against Rapid City Central and Rapid City Stevens. For Roosevelt, they're 6-10. They're 12th in seed points, and like I said, they'd be playing Rapid City Stevens right now if the season were to come to a close at this point. They're currently 6-10, and they are currently trying to hold on to that or try to raise their standing a little bit. We are about ready for tip-off here at Roosevelt High School. In the center circle, Callie Harris for Roosevelt, Kiera Lubavitch for Lincoln. We're about ready to roll here. Lincoln will be wearing the light blue uniforms with the white numbers and red trim. Roosevelt, their home whites with the maroon or cardinal trim and maroon numbers and gold trim. Referee's got the ball. The players are ready. We're ready, and we're underway here at the Roosevelt High School gym. Lincoln wins the tip. Casey Adler with the ball. Casey gets it over to Emerson Robertson. Now down to Adeline Ross. Back out to Jersey Cool. Man-to-man defense so far for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Adler on the outside gets it to Robertson. Robertson on the free throw line. Tries to go anywhere with the ball, pivots around, and commits the travel. That has been a recurring problem for the Lincoln Patriots this season, is ball handling and turnovers. But Roosevelt with the ball, 7:35 to go in the first quarter, no score. As we're just underway here at Roosevelt High School. First of a 2-game doubleheader. We got the girls' game now. The boys' game will come up after this one. And there's a long shot there, and that is Morgan Johnson from the outside. Hits the three-pointer. Morgan Johnson shoots three-pointers at a .224 clip and hits this one to open the scoring here. Adeline Ross from the outside. That doesn't go. Rebound by Brooklyn Cole. Long pass forward to Henley Louv. Now down. That's going to be Kinsley Pasieka, and there's another travel call. As Pasieka took a step too many there, so Lincoln ball early on first quarter. We're about a minute at the end. Roosevelt leading 3-0. Lubavitch will make the inbound pass. Gets it into Jersey Cool, now immediately double teamed. On that trap, now Cool is going to try to have that wrestled away. Jump ball, this will be Roosevelt ball. Roosevelt ball under the hoop. This is going to be Pasieka making the inbound pass. That's going to go to Morgan Johnson. Morgan Johnson high off the glass. Makes it 5-0. That's 5 points for Morgan Johnson right off the bat in this game. Lubavitch pushes it ahead to Cool. Cool to Ross. Ross all the way across the court to Robertson. Robertson collects that ball, kicks it back out to Adler. We'll restart the offense. Goes to Jersey Cool. Cool tries to drive in the lane and is going against Pasieka, and that's a double dribble. So a few mental errors on both sides right off the bat. 6:35 to go. Roosevelt leading 5-0. Roosevelt ball. Brooklyn Cole running the court. Goes to Pasieka. Now back out to Johnson. That's going to be going over to Cole. Down to Morgan Johnson. Johnson misses this one offline. Cool. And this will go to Lincoln as the ball goes off of Roosevelt. Jersey Cool to make the inbound pass from the backcourt. Gets it into Lubavitch. Lubavitch immediately makes a sprint toward the hoop. Goes to Ross. Back to Lubavitch. Lubavitch gets the double team. Back out to Ross. Goes to Cool. Cool takes the pick from Ross. Now gets it into Ross. Ross with a nice little shot. Nice and nicely done there on the pick and roll. 5-2. Adeline Ross with the first 2 points for Lincoln in this game. Johnson kicks it over to, I believe that is Henley Louv over there. Yep, back out to Louv. Now into Cole. Cole takes a few dribbles forward, takes the 15-footer. That doesn't go. Pulled down by Cool. Cool trying to keep Cole off of her. Cool guarded by Cole. Now Cool picks up her dribble. Tries to pivot around, and timeout called Lincoln High School. 5:21 to go first quarter, 5-2, Roosevelt leads. So let's talk about these two teams as we go into our first timeout. Two coaches who are kind of in very, very early in their tenures with their respective teams. As we stated in the open, head coach for Roosevelt is Blake Bradfield. He's in his third season, and he's improved this team from 1-4 and now 6 wins. This season, took over a team that was very much like what Lincoln was after last season when Zach Wessels took over this year. So he's taking over a very similar type team, and of course hoping the same type of improvement can be shown year over year. Wessels, of course, keeps coaching his team. Try to play the game the right way. Yeah, the record's not great, but just keep improving every game. And so far, they have made some pretty good improvements since the season started. Lincoln ball out of bounds from the sideline into Ross. Now over to Adler. Adler takes the pick from Ross. Thought about the shot, didn't take it. Winds it around right side. Robertson inside Ross, and a foul called. This is going to go against Callie Harris. That'll be our first foul, and the first on Roosevelt. Cool making the inbound pass from under the hoop. Into Lubavitch. Lubavitch going to try to drive into the lane, draws the double team, gets it out to Ross. Ross for 2 off the side of the backboard. Harris will pick up that rebound. Now Brooklyn Cole out to back to Cole. Cole for 3. Left side, good. 8-2 Roosevelt. About 3 minutes gone in this game, and once again Roosevelt with the pressure. Lincoln's seen a lot of that this year. Lubavitch is going to go ahead and split the defense and go all the way to the hoop. Goes up, doesn't quite get there. Harris picks up the rebound. That ends up with, we have a foul against Emerson Robertson. So Robertson picks up her first foul. Lincoln's first as well. 4:35 to go in the first quarter. Roosevelt leads 8-2. Cole bringing up the ball. Gets it over to Pasieka. Back to Cole. Inside to Johnson. Johnson can't find the handle. Cool picks up the garbage. Adler now going one-on-one down the right side, and a foul called. This is going to be against Pasieka, and she knew it right away. That'll be Pasieka's first foul. Roosevelt's second. Jersey Cool making the inbound pass. Long pass out to Lubavitch. Going up against Morgan Johnson. Takes one dribble, stops and pops. That doesn't go. Rebound comes all the way out near the half-court line. Robertson picks it up. Nice spin move there around Pasieka. Gets down to the block, can't quite make the shot fall. That's going to be Callie Harris with the rebound, and Roosevelt has the ball coming back the other way. Long shot from Morgan Johnson. That's nothing but net. That's her second three-pointer. 11-2 Roosevelt. And Adler couldn't quite find the handle and gives the ball away to Brooklyn Cole and steps on the line. That's going to be Lincoln ball. 3:42 remaining first quarter. And our first substitution here, Emma Adams coming into the game for Callie Harris for Roosevelt. Emma Adams comes in, usually plays roughly about 14 minutes a game, I believe, is what I saw. Robertson gets that one knocked away. This is going to be Pasieka. Pasieka can't quite find the handle, but otherwise made a great defensive play there. It'll be Lincoln ball. Roosevelt sets up to make the half-court trap again. Comes into Jersey Cool. Cool immediately draws the trap. Tries to pivot around. For dear life trying to hang on to that ball. The pass ends up getting knocked away by Henley Loof. Loof puts up the shot. That doesn't go. And nice little block there by Casey Adler trying to block out Emma Adams on that rebound attempt. It ends up out of bounds off Roosevelt. Lincoln ball. 3:22 remaining first quarter. 11-2. Lincoln leads. Roosevelt leads. Robertson picks up the ball. Gets it back to Lubavitch. Lubavitch long pass to Ross. And now, just overshoots Jersey Cool a little bit. And that gets knocked away by Cole. Cole on the transition. Gets it back out to Pasieka. Now back to Cole. Cole back to Adams. No, that was Loof, excuse me. Cole drives inside. Doesn't hit the shot. And now it looks like we have a little scramble out down near the baseline. Emma Adams trying to go somewhere with the ball. And ends up knocking it out of bounds. That's Lincoln ball. Morgan Johnson, the game high, 2 3-pointers so far for Roosevelt. 8 points on the night so far in the first quarter. Lubavitch gets it to Adler across the half-court line. Now drives baseline, draws the double team, tries to get it to Ross, and gets it knocked out of bounds. Nice little poke there by Henley Loof. First substitution for Zach Wessels is going to be Hazel Jensen coming into the game for Casey Adler. Long inbound pass to Adeline Ross. Gets the pick from Lubavitch. Now to Robertson. Robertson and an offensive foul. That'll go against Adeline Ross. That's her first foul and the team's second. And coming into the game here, Susan Olson comes into the game for Morgan Johnson. Also coming into the game, Brooklyn Rose. As it looks like Kinsey Pasieka will take a seat as well. That one's up by Henley Loof. Henley Loof is offline. Nice save by Adams, but right to Lubavitch. And Lincoln with the ball coming back the other way. Emerson Robertson gets it to Hazel Jensen. Now back to Robertson. Robertson. Nice little dribble move. He gets it off the rim. That doesn't go. Rebound to Brooklyn Rose. And Roosevelt coming back 4-on-4. Rose from the outside, right side, that doesn't go. Lubavitch pulls down the rebound, but steps on the end line. That'll be Roosevelt ball. with 1:55 remaining in the first quarter. Long inbound pass comes out to Brooklyn Rose. Now down low to Brooklyn Cole. Brooklyn Cole from the corner. That doesn't go. Hazel Jensen on the rebound. Gets it to Lubavitch. And Lubavitch is now going to try to drive in. Draws about 3 defenders. Kicks it out to Jensen. Jensen for 3. Knocks off the back of the iron. Little fight for the ball there inside the 3-point line. And we have jump ball. This will be Lincoln ball. 1:34 remaining, first quarter. Roosevelt leading 11-2. And this is the first of our 2-game doubleheader here on Live Ticket TV between the visiting Lincoln Patriots and the hometown Roosevelt Rough Riders. The boys' game will come up after this one. And Lubavitch, that one got knocked away by Susan Olson. Ball stays with Lincoln. And it will be Caitlin Dwyn and Morgan Johnson returning to the game. So Roosevelt likes to use a little bit more of their bench than what most teams do. Most teams run about 8 deep. And Roosevelt's been known to go 10 deep. Hazel Jensen for 3. That's off the back of the rim. That's going to be Ross going up with the shot, and she'll go to the line for 2. And that's going to go against Susan Olson. That's her first, the team's third. As Casey Adler prepares to return to the game. Adlin Ross at the line. 70% free throw shooter. And hits the first one here. That's her first point of the game. Casey Adler comes in for Emerson Robertson. As Ross prepares for the second shot, it goes up. That's off the back of the iron, pulled down by Adler. Adler kicks it back out to Cool. Cool back to Adler. Adler almost didn't handle that, but she does put up the long 2. Ross gets the rebound and puts it in. And we have an injury on the floor. Looks like that's Caitlin Dwayne on the ground. Not completely clear what happened down there, but Henley Loof will come back onto the game. We're going to take a quick break.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
And welcome back to the Roosevelt High Gym. Caitlin Dwayne, who had just come on as a replacement, looks like she possibly twisted an ankle, but she was definitely favoring her right leg as she was being helped off the floor. So Henley Loof back on the court for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. The 11-5. Roosevelt leads. Brooklyn Cole at the top of the key, 14 to shoot. Inside. Ball's on the ground. Now a scramble in the lane. And it looks like we're going to give this one to Roosevelt. All 3 referees pretty much saw that at the same time. Final minute of the first quarter. That comes out to Cole. Cole thought about the 3-point shot. Didn't take it. And we have a foul called against Lincoln, it looks like. With 43.5 seconds to go in the first. That's going to go against Casey Adler. That's her first. And I believe the team's third. Inbound from under the hoop. Long inbound pass comes into Loof. Loof with the long 3. That's offline. Lubavitch with the rebound. Gets it to Adler, and we're going back the other way. So about a 3-second shot in game clock differential. Hazel Jensen is going to get it low to Lubavitch. Lubavitch spins and fires. That doesn't go. Adler with the rebound. Adler's now going to try to drive in. She's going to get that one and gets the members bounce. Adler with 2 points on the night is now 11-7 as we have 15 to go in the first quarter. Brooklyn Cole bringing the ball up for the Rough Riders. Gets it over to Rose. Back over to Loof. 1 second. Fires the long three, and that almost wet. But we're at the end of one. Roosevelt leads Lincoln at 11-7. We'll be back for the second quarter right after this. You're watching high school basketball on Live Ticket TV.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
And back to the Sioux Falls Roosevelt High School gym. We are back for the second quarter of this girls' matchup between the Roosevelt Rough Riders and Lincoln Patriots. There's two other games going on right now in the AA ranks here in South Dakota. Right now, Watertown leads. Actually, Aberdeen Central just tied it up here in the second quarter. Watertown and Aberdeen Central tied in the second quarter, 6-6. Roosevelt, excuse me. Yeah, Washington and Mitchell, they'll be playing a little bit later tonight. That game, I believe, also on Live Ticket TV. But Lincoln will start with the ball in the second quarter. They're down 11-7. And leading scorer right now, Adeline Ross with 5 points. Casey Adler drops it out to Lubovich. Inside to Ross, tried a little pick and roll action, but that was broken up by Kinsley Pasica. And so it'll be Hazel Jensen, Jersey Cool, making the inbound pass from under the hoop. Gets it into Ross. Jensen dribbles to the free throw line, now back out to Cool. Cool to Jensen. Jensen gets it back. Jersey Cool back to Adler. 8 to shoot. Ross at the top of the key. Back to Jensen. 3 seconds to shoot. Jersey Cool puts up a prayer. That does not go, and that will be a shot clock violation, so Roosevelt will take over. Brooklyn Cole. Down to Susan. No, that's Kinsley Pasica. Now this is going to be Loof. Loof was a little bit offline from the corner. Lubovich with another rebound. She's got quite a few of those already. Average of 6 of them per game. Ross momentarily loses the handle. Gets it to Jersey Cool. Over to Ross. Back to Adler. Adler looking for somewhere to drive. It's cut off by Cole. That now looks like Hazel Jensen going to be fighting for the ball there. Some nice defense there by Brooklyn Cole, the senior 5'6" guard for Roosevelt. Just patrolling that driving lane. And a foul called there against Emerson Robertson. That's her first, team's first of the second quarter. Pasica. Cole for 3 from the right side. Yes, that'll go. That's her first. That's going to be 6 points for her tonight. And 14-7. Adler takes the pick from Ross. Fires the 3. That's off the front of the rim. Ross with the rebound. Puts that one back up. She'll find her way to the line. To the nodding and applauding approval of head coach Zach Wessels. As that will go against Callie Harris. That'll be her second foul of the game. Team second. Adeline Ross back to the line. She leads Lincoln with 5 points tonight. And off the back of the iron for that one. Jersey Cool coming back in for Hazel Jensen. Jensen, a scrappy little player, can hit the 3 has a decent shot from out there, and the second shot from Ross, that will fall. So they cut the deficit to 6 with 6:14 to go in the second quarter. Brooklyn Cole bringing the ball up for Roosevelt. Pasieka rotates it over to Morgan Johnson. Now back to Cole. Working against Jersey Cool. Back out to Johnson. Lincoln playing a 2-3 zone. Louvre. Cole. Cole drives inside. And Lincoln ball. Callie Harris picking up her third foul. And that will prompt Emma Adams to come in for Harris. So that's, I believe, 3 fouls against Roosevelt already in the second quarter. And Jersey Cool, a little hot for Jersey Cool. That goes off of Lincoln, and now Roosevelt ball. 5:44 to go for the second quarter. Roosevelt leading Lincoln 14-8. Cole. Back out to Louvre, over to Pasieka. Over to Louvre, back to Pasieka. Cole fires from three-point range from the top of the key. That's offline, and Kiara Lubovich once again with the rebound. Gets it to Robertson. Robertson fires one up. That doesn't go. Rebound is going to be Emma Adams. Roosevelt pushes the ball. Brooklyn Cole from the outside. Yes. Makes it 17-8 Roosevelt. Brooklyn Cole now with 6 points. Make it 9, excuse me. Adler tried to kick it out to Robertson, but the pass a little offline. This will be Roosevelt ball. So again, the ball handling woes of the Lincoln Patriots. They bite again as Roosevelt now has the ball. Pasieka on the outside goes to Cole. Tries to work against that 2-3 zone of Lincoln. Louvre out to Johnson. Now to Cole. Cole splits the defense, goes up with the little 12-footer. That doesn't go. Nice save by Pasieka, but ends up coming down with the ball in her hands, out of bounds. So Lincoln ball. A little more than half of the second quarter to go. Roosevelt leading by 9, and once again facing the pressure. Adler has to pick up her dribble, gets the ball to Jersey Cool. Jersey Cool's just going to run across the half-court line with it. Gets it to Ross, now to Lubovich. Lubovich immediately is double-teamed. Back around, this is going to be Adler. Tries to go somewhere with the ball, but Pasieka not letting her do that. Inside to Lubovich. Lubovich up with the shot, yes! Lubovich finally on the board for the Lincoln Patriots at 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. 17-10, Roosevelt leads. Pasieka now back out to Johnson. Johnson with the long three. That's a bit short. Lubovich again with the rebound. Lubovich now stops and gives it to Robertson. And Lincoln will set up their offense as they'll try to take the pick from Adeline Ross. And Robertson falls down. We have the ball on the ground. Jump ball called. It'll stay with Lincoln. Hazel Jensen returning to the game for Lincoln. Will come in for Robertson. Brooklyn Rose also coming in for Roosevelt, as it will be Brooklyn Cole taking a seat. 3:36 to go, second quarter. Goes into Ross. Jensen takes the pick from Ross. And just a little slide step, and two of the officials noticed that, and, well, they've got to call it. Traveling called. And Roosevelt ball. Now bringing the ball up here, Henley Louvre, the 5'8" freshman guard for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Morgan Johnson drops it out to Brooklyn Rose. Rotates it down to the corner. Inside, this is going to be Emma Adams. Emma Adams puts it in from close range. 19-10. Roosevelt with the lead. Lubovich now going to run the floor. Gets around the pick. Now just tries to drive in for herself. And yes, creates her own shot and gets it and makes it go. 4 points for Lubavitch. 19-12. Luv. Pasika inside to Johnson at the line. Momentarily lost control of the ball. Back inside. That was knocked away by Adeline Ross. Ross going to try to drive. Goes all the way inside. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound by Johnson. And Roosevelt coming back the other way, but a very nice defensive play there by the Lincoln Patriots to be able to knock that ball away. Rose inside to Adams. Kicks it back out. Morgan Johnson from the baseline. That does not go. Kicks it back out. Pasika rotates it back around. Pasika again on the left side. Tries to split the defense. Lubavitch cuts that off. Goes to Rose. Rose for three. That's short. Lubavitch again on the rebound with 2 minutes to play in the first half. Lubavitch once again just going to crash the board. Gets it and the foul. Lubavitch now with 6 on the game. And I believe Morgan Johnson will collect that foul. That's Roosevelt's 4th and Johnson's 1st. So Susan Olson coming in for Emma Adams. And it will be Emerson Robertson coming in as Casey Adler will take a seat. Also coming in, Brooklyn Cole returns to the game. Henley Loof will take a breather for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. So Kiera Lubavitch at the lines. Again, another 70% free throw shooter. This one, in and out. Roosevelt leading by 5. Brooklyn Cole goes over to Rose. Back out to Olson. Now back around to Cole. Inside, this is going to be Brooklyn Rose. Kicks it back out. Cole for 3. That's off the back of the rim. Pulled down by Adeline Ross. Gets it over to Robertson. Robertson just going to start pushing forward with 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. Ross to Cool. Cool launches the long shot. That's a bit too long. And it ends up out of bounds. Roosevelt ball with 1:17 to go. Timeout called by Lincoln, as it looks like Zach Wessel's willing and ready to greet his team coming off the court. They're playing hard for him, despite being down by 5. But it's a closer game than we've seen in more than a few games here for these Lincoln Patriots, with 1:17 to go. So you just got to think, ball handling, taking care of the ball. I mean, that's got to be the biggest message right now to these Lincoln girls. As far as Roosevelt goes, I mean, he's giving instructions. Like I said, he's going 8 and 9 deep on his bench. And so far they've been playing pretty well. They've missed some of the longer shots, and it's going to be kind of how do we kill the zone? How do we get around the zone that Lincoln is playing right now so far on their defensive end. Roosevelt is leading 19-14. As we come out of this timeout. And I'm being told, and thank you for the correction, the Jandy man, Jason Andera, it's Henley Loaf that had to come out of the game. So she's still on the bench there. As Roosevelt ball with 1:17 remaining in the second quarter. Brooklyn Cole. Over to Olson. Johnson. Back to Cole. Rose kicks it out. Johnson thought about the 3. Now takes a dribble and now does launch the 3. That's going to launch over by the corner of the court. Saved by Pasika. Nice hustle play, but Emerson Robertson right there to pick up the ball. Ross now with the ball. 48 seconds to go. Clock counting. Hazel Jensen. Over to Robertson. Now to Ross. Over to Lubavitch. Lubavitch for 3 from the right side. That's a little bit short. Rebound. Jersey Cool. Nice pick there by Lubavitch. Now Lubavitch immediately draws 3 defenders, goes up with a shot, and will find her way to the free throw line with 22.1 seconds to go in the first half. Morgan Johnson will pick up this foul. That's her second. And that will put Lincoln in the bonus for the remainder of the first half, as Henley Loaf is set to come back into the game. Lubavitch hits the first free throw. Henley Loaf comes in. Brooklyn Rose comes out. 7 points now for Lubavitch, leading the team for Lincoln. The game high is Brooklyn Cole with 9 for Roosevelt, and Cole pulls down that rebound for the final 20 seconds of the first half. 4-point lead for Roosevelt. To Johnson. Lincoln goes to a man-to-man defense. That's going to be Johnson, partially blocked, but it goes anyway. And Johnson now with 11 on the evening, and that's halftime. So we are at halftime here at the Roosevelt High Gym. Roosevelt leads Lincoln 22-15. We're going to take a little bit of a break and come back here just before the second half. Here, you're watching high school basketball on Live Ticket TV.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs, there's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
Shields All Sports Store is your one stop for everything outdoors, with local experts eager to guide you through the widest selection of brands. Your one stop for exercise gear to get working out or fashions for going out. And your one stop for footwear in your size, your style, yours to take home today. Shields, employee owned, community minded, and like no place you've ever shopped before.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Agraria Insurance Company, protecting what's important in life. Contact your local Agraria Insurance Company agent.
And we're back to the Roosevelt High School gym here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I am Bruce Andera. This is South Dakota High School basketball on Live Ticket TV. We've got the girls' game between the Roosevelt Rough Riders and the Lincoln Patriots. We're at halftime. Roosevelt leads 22-15. Leading scorers of the game, Morgan Johnson for Roosevelt is 11 points so far in this game, and I believe that's two of those 2 3-pointers account for part of that. Another 2 3-pointers for Brooklyn Cole, and second leading scorer with 9. So those two together make up 20 of Roosevelt's 22 points. So that's going to be the choke point for the Lincoln Patriots in the second half, is to try to cut those two off. For the Patriots, leading scorer is Kiera Lubovich. She's got 7. A lot of those at the free throw line. We saw late in the second quarter she started driving, trying to create her own shots from the outside, and was able to get to the line a few times. She's got 7, and Adeline Ross has 6. So she scored those mostly in the first quarter, but is another good source of points as well. So again, those two have 13 of Lincoln's 15 points. As far as the second half, I believe both teams are coming back to their normal starting lineup. So that would be Cole, Paseka, Johnson, Loaf, and Harris for Roosevelt, Robertson, Adler, Kuhl, Ross, and Lubovich for Lincoln. And as far as looking forward from this game, the only other game that we have a report from in the girls' ranks, Class AA at the moment, is going to be at Watertown. That's Aberdeen Central playing in Watertown at halftime. Aberdeen Central is leading 14-12. Looking forward, Roosevelt, they're going to have a game at Washington on Friday evening. That Washington team, 12-3, is their next game. Then they head up to Aberdeen Central next Tuesday, and then close out their regular season against Pierre on Friday night, the 28th of February. For Lincoln, the remainder of their schedule looks like this. Friday, they're going to be at Sioux Falls Jefferson at 8-8. They're an 8-8 team up there. The very next day, Saturday, they're going to make a road trip to the state capital of Pierre. Before their final 2 games, a doubleheader Friday the 28th against Rapid City Central, and Saturday, March 1st against Rapid City Stevens. We're about set to get things going here in the second half. It will be Roosevelt ball to start things off, and Roosevelt leading by 7, 22-15, as this is Brooklyn Cole passing to the right side to Paseka, back out, and around to Cole again on the right side. Long shot from Loaf. That's short. Lubovich boxes everybody out and gets yet another rebound. Gets it to Adler, and Adler's bumped from behind by Paseka, and that'll be Paseka's second foul, the Roosevelt's first of the third quarter. Inbound pass comes to Adler, and then back to Lubovich. So Lubovich going to run the floor from the outside, gets it to Ross. Now to Robertson. Robertson picks up her dribble, gets it to Adler. Adler has a clear lane in. Cuts off by Cole. Rebound by Callie Harris underneath the hoop, and Roosevelt ball coming the other way. Morgan Johnson inside to Harris. Harris wide open under the hoop. That'll be her first 2 points of the night. And Roosevelt extends their lead to 9. Roosevelt once again with the pressure. Cool. As Roosevelt backs off the pressure there after a few passes. Cool brings the ball up the floor. Gets it into Ross. Ross at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Adler. Now sets a pick. Back out to Ross. Ross working against Callie Harris. Goes up with a shot. That gets blocked. Ross picks up that rebound, and now Loaf picks off the intervening pass back to Adler. Gets it in. That's going to be Brooklyn Cole up with the shot. It gets to 11 points and gets to the line. 6:36 to go, third quarter, and Roosevelt has the first 4 points of the second half. Brooklyn Cole shooting free throws at a 59% clip, averages 8 points per game. That one's offline and picked up by Morgan Johnson. Johnson back out to Loaf. Loaf with a three-pointer from the right side. That's going to be a bit short, and we got bodies flying underneath the hoop as the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Roosevelt ball. Brooklyn Cole and Morgan Johnson both with 11 points on the evening so far. That kicks back out. Cole. Guarded by Cool. Over to Paseka. Now back to Johnson. Loaf. Inside to Harris. That gets knocked away by Adeline Ross. Nice little play there to keep that ball from under the hoop. Zach Wessels has only used 6 players so far tonight. The 5 you see on the floor and Hazel Jensen are the only ones that seen the floor so far tonight. Long inbound pass. Brooklyn Cole runs into 2 Lincoln defenders, and that's going to be a charge. the wall of Kiera Lubavitch and Adeline Ross draw the charge. And that's the second foul from Roosevelt as Adeline Ross gets the inbound pass back to Lubavitch. Lubavitch will push it across the half-court line, gets it to Ross. That foul was against Brooklyn Cole, their first. Ross up with the shot, offline. Callie Harris with the rebound. Now Roosevelt runs the floor the other way. Drops it out. That's going to be Morgan Johnson off the net, and Loaf picks up the rebound. Passes the ball off of Jersey Cool and out of bounds, so Roosevelt keeps the ball. With 26 to shoot. Timeout Roosevelt. 5:48 to go in the third quarter. Roosevelt leads 26-15, so they've extended their lead from 7 to 11 here in the second half. Roosevelt's done very well in transition, but Lincoln they've made some sneaky good defensive plays here in the second half as well. Drawing a charge, they were able to cut off some lanes on the inside, not letting Roosevelt get to the hoop as easily. As far as Roosevelt, their bread and butter has been the outside shot, but so far has not been going as well against that zone defense that Lincoln's thrown at them so far tonight. We'll see what Roosevelt has in store. Looks like they've got a four corners thing going on here on the inbound pass. As the same five players come out for both teams. Pasieka to make the inbound pass. Gets it to Harris. Kicks it back out to Morgan Johnson. Now to Loaf. Now back to Pasieka. Gets it back out to Cole. Cole with 16 to shoot. Back to Loaf. Loaf for three from the right side. That's short. Rebound comes out, and Jersey Cool fighting for the rebound. And we're going to have a jump ball that will go to Lincoln High, trying to cut into that 11-point lead. Lubavitch will make the inbound pass. Roosevelt's going to put three-person pressure. Pass comes into Cool. Being guarded by Loaf. Lubavitch sets the pick. Cool. Three-pointers blocked by Loaf, but it will draw the foul. That will be Jersey Cool to the line for three. As Henley Loaf will pick up a foul. That's her first, the team's third. So Cool at the line. This is the first. Second free throw up, and not quite. Jersey Cool averages 3.1 points per game, about 27 minutes per game. And the third free throw shot, that one will fall, so they'll cut the lead to 10 as Jersey Cool has her first point of the game. Brooklyn Cole to Pasieka. Pasieka fakes right, goes left. Now gets the ball around to Cole. Johnson from the baseline. That's no good. That's tipped back by Robertson, but picked up by Cole. Now to Johnson. Inside to Callie Harris. Harris puts that one up and in. They found Callie Harris underneath the hoop for the shot and extend the lead to 12. Callie Harris now with 4 on the night. Lubavitch now pushing the ball down. Gets it to Ross. Ross for three from the corner. Offline to the right. That's picked up by Pasieka and foul. I believe they're going to get Emerson Robertson on this one. That'll be her second foul. And the team's first. 28-16, Roosevelt leads. Third quarter, 4 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the third quarter. This is the girls' basketball game between the Roosevelt Rough Riders and Lincoln Patriots. We've got the boys' game that'll come up after this one as well here on Live Ticket TV. Cole inside to Harris. Harris, that one bobbles around. Nice little tip away by Lubavitch, as this will be picked up by Casey Adler. It goes to Robertson. Robertson tries to find somewhere to go against Pasieka. Falling down, gets the ball off of Johnson. Johnson picks it up. Long pass to Loaf. Loaf under the hoop, and that's a very nice transition point there from Roosevelt. Starting as a freshman, that's her first 2 points of the game. The lead is now 14, and that pass is intercepted. That'll be Brooklyn Cole off the back of the rim. That will be pulled down by Lubavitch. Lubavitch tries to poke the ball forward and is going to get fouled. So this will be Roosevelt's 4th foul. That will be Morgan Johnson picking up this one. Johnson will pick up her 3rd foul. Some substitutes coming in. Hazel Jensen coming in for Emerson Robertson for Lincoln. It'll be Susan Olson coming in. Callie Harris leaving the court. And also, I believe Emma Adams is coming in as well, as Morgan Johnson will take a seat as well. So here comes the Roosevelt pressure. Lubavitch back to Cool. Cool's going to push it forward. Roosevelt backs off. Jersey Cool. Fake the shot, goes to Jensen. Jensen kicks it over to Adler. Adler getting cut off by Cool for the baseline. Picks up her dribble, goes to Ross. Ross from the block, that doesn't go. Rebound comes in, Caitlin Duane. Long pass up, that's going to be Olson. Olson from the outside, that's off the back of the rim and out. And the scramble for the rebound comes to Kiera Lubavitch. Lincoln with the ball, 3 minutes to go in the 3rd. And a charge. That was legal guarding position there by Kinsley Pasieka. And Kiera Lubavitch will pick up her 1st foul. Coming back into the game here, Brooklyn Rose. As Pasieka will take a breather. 3 minutes even to go here in the 3rd quarter. 30-16, Roosevelt with the lead. Rose, back up to Olson. To Loaf. Inside, kicks it back out. That's going to be Brooklyn Cole for 3, and that will go. That's been the play off the right side. Brooklyn Cole's done that 2 or 3 times so far tonight. 14 points, and that's a game high. Lubavitch out to Ross. Kicks it down to Adler. Adler tries to find room to shoot. Couldn't quite do it. Gets it back to Ross. Ross is cut off from the house. Adler takes a dribble inside the three-point line, and that shot is short. Loaf with the ball now running for the floor for the Riders. Back out to Rose. To Loaf. Loaf behind the three-point line goes. That's short. Jersey Cool with the rebound. 2 minutes to play in the 3rd. Cool gets around the pick from Lubavitch. Roosevelt switches back. Goes to Hazel Jensen. Now to Adler. Back out to Ross. Ross for 3. That's off the back of the rim and pulled down by Brooklyn Rose of Roosevelt. And Roosevelt going to slow this one down just a bit as Brooklyn Cole will bring the ball up. Around to the right side. Loaf. Cole tries to get it inside. That's knocked away by Ross. And Adler trying to pull the ball away. And a foul called. I believe this is against... Yep, that's going to go against Susan Olson. And that should put Lincoln in the bonus. As the Roosevelt's 5th foul of the quarter. Susan Olson picking up her 2nd foul of the game. Minute 25 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Casey Adler at the line has her struggle. Has had her struggle. She was injured for about a month there. About a 33% free throw shooter, and this one goes begging around and out. Kenya Harris now coming into the game for the Lincoln Patriots. Adeline Ross will take a seat. Second shot, Adler puts that one in, and she's got 3 on the night. 33-17, Roosevelt holding a 16-point lead. Harris going to harass Cole out there at the free throw line. Back to Cole. Down to Brooklyn Rose from the baseline. That doesn't go, and that's going to stay with Roosevelt. They're going to stay off Lincoln on that one. Minute 8 remaining in the 3rd. As we see people filtering in for the boys' game a little bit later tonight. Inbound pass. That's going to go Cole down to Loaf, and now to kicks it back out. Loaf again from the right side. That's off the rim and out. Adler with the rebound. Final minute of the 3rd quarter. Jersey Cool gets the pick from Kiera Lubavitch. Gets it back to Adler. Adler for 3. Off the backboard. That doesn't go. Rebound comes back to Caitlin Duin. And now it looks like we have about a 6-second differential between game and shot clock as Roosevelt takes the ball. Brooklyn Rose to Loaf. Simply drops it back to Cole. Now we restart the offense with 25 seconds to go. 15 to shoot. Cole dribbles in, puts up the 10-footer. That doesn't go. Adler now with 15 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Gets the pick from Lubavitch. Gets it down to Harris. Harris now just going to drive baseline. Nice little move. That doesn't go. And we have a little foul on the rebound attempt by Brooklyn Cole. And it looks like Kenya Harris will pick up her first foul of the game. That'll be Lincoln's fourth. 1.9 seconds to go in the third. Long inbound pass. That comes to Cole. Cole going to put up the last shot, and that will not go. We're at the end of 3 here at Roosevelt. The home Roosevelt Rough Riders 33, Lincoln Patriots 17. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this. You're watching high school basketball on LiveTicket.tv.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change, because together we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
And back to the Roosevelt High School gym for the fourth quarter of the girls' high school basketball game between the home Roosevelt Rough Riders and the Lincoln Patriots. Roosevelt leading 33-17. Well, if you're like me and a lot of other basketball fans, you want even more, well, we have you covered. Join Jason Andera every Wednesday on 605sports.com and YouTube for Inside the 605. Jason will take you through the top performers and results from the previous week and help get you set up for the week ahead in South Dakota basketball with new rankings, as well as key matchups, interviews, and inside information. That is Inside the 605 on 605sports.com and YouTube. Roosevelt with the ball to open the fourth quarter. Gets it into Callie Harris. Harris does not make that shot. Rebound Kenya Harris. And now Lubavitch runs the floor for Lincoln. Drives into the lane. Kicks it back out. Cool with the ball. Inside to Lubavitch and a whistle. We have a little foul there on the inside. Looks like that's going to go against, yes, indeed, Morgan Johnson. That'll be her fourth. A little bit of foul trouble there for Roosevelt. Inbound comes to Harris. Adler going to try to drive baseline. Gets a little bit too deep. A little up and under. Reverse layup. That didn't go. Ball's bounced off of the end line there, and that will be Roosevelt ball. So Brooklyn Cole going to bring the ball up. Has a game-high 14 points in this game. Normally averages 7.9. Henley Loaf is Roosevelt's leading scorer, averaging 10.7, and she gets the ball now down to Cole. Cole's cut off by a pair of defenders for Lincoln. That comes back up, and that is going to be Brooklyn Cole from the outside. That doesn't go. Callie Harris with the rebound, gets it back out to Johnson, and Cole now to reset the offense for the Riders. Over to Loaf. Pasika. Johnson. Picks up her dribble. Now gets it to Loaf on the right corner. Inside to Harris. Harris being guarded by Harris. Rotates it back around. Cole. 10 to shoot. Being guarded by Jensen. Picked by Harris. Cole for three. That goes. Oh, they're going to call it two. Her foot was on the line. But Cole adds to her game high. Makes it 16 on the night. Here comes the Roosevelt pressure. Cole almost had that one poked away, but I believe she's going to commit the foul on this one. Yep, Cole will pick up her second foul. Team second. 6:15 to go in the game. 35-17, Roosevelt with the lead. Adeline Ross and Everson Robertson set to check back into the game, as they both will. Hazel Jensen will take a seat. Kenya Harris will take a seat. And so Lincoln will have their starting five on the floor. Lubavitch makes the pass into Cool. Cool across the court. Adler now up to Ross. Ross now gets it back out to tried to go to Robertson with that one, but Loaf just comes flying in to intercept that pass. Roosevelt ball. Here's Henley Loaf. To Cole. Cole goes up against Ross, and that's going to be a block against Adeline Ross. She'll pick up her second foul, the team's first. So they're going to go ahead and that will put Brooklyn Cole at the line for 2 shots, as they gave her the continuation on that. Shot up, shot good. 59% free throw shooter. That'll make it 36-17. And Roosevelt makes it a 20-point lead. 37-17 as Cole now runs her total to 17 points. Make that 18 points on the night. She is having a game. Inside to Ross. Ross working against Callie Harris. Harris blocks that. Harris now just picks that up and basically pushes Lubavitch out of the way. Gets it back to Cole, and Roosevelt ball. Johnson. Harris. Cole. Inside to Johnson. Goes up against Lubavitch. Now back to Cole. Cole for 3. That's off the rim and out. Callie Harris just quickly gets that to Morgan Johnson. Inside to Callie Harris, and Callie Harris is found underneath the hoop and gets the easy lay-in. 39-17 Roosevelt. Harris now with 6 points on the night. And timeout Lincoln. Zach Wessels needs timeout here as he finds his team down 22 points with 5 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the game. Brooklyn Cole, like we said, she is having a game. 18 points on the night. They have found her all over the court, outside, inside, wherever. She's even done it from the line, so easily, if you're talking player of the game, that's who we've got right there. Lincoln, of course, Kiera Lubavitch leads Lincoln, but only 7 points. They've only managed 17 points on the night in this entire game, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I think they only have like 6 or 7 points in the entire second half so far. So Zach Wessels just got to keep the spirits of this team up as much, any way he can. With any kind of coaching, any kind of, just making something positive happen on the floor. And so far they've done some of that. But Roosevelt primed for a good win. They're 6-10. They'll probably, if this holds, it'll be 7-10. As we come out of timeout here at the Roosevelt Gym, we'll have the boys' game coming up right after this one, featuring the number 1 team in Class AA, the Lincoln Patriots. They are right now 16-1 after that big win over Brandon Valley, and then also last weekend over Pierre. They're facing the Roosevelt Rough Riders, who are trying to get a home game in the Sodax 16 on the boys' side. We'll tell you more about that later. Now we're back here to the girls' game. Kiera Lubavitch up with that shot. That doesn't go. And Lubavitch will go to the line for 2. And that will be Brooklyn Cole picking up her 3rd foul. It'll also be the team's 3rd. Lubovich's first shot. That goes. Make it 8 on the night. Lubovich's second. Off the front of the rim, pulled down by Brooklyn Cole. Cole pushes the ball forward. Now picks it up, slows it down. Henley Loaf, now to Morgan Johnson. Back to Cole. Lincoln sets in that 2-3 zone. A little bit of a matchup zone out there. Cole inside to Morgan Johnson. Johnson spins around Adeline Rust. They can't put the shot in. Harris with the rebound and puts that in, makes it 8 on the night. Callie Harris, a presence underneath the hoop, as she has been all season, averaging 5.9 points and 4.8 rebounds per game. Lubavitch spins, fires toward the hoop. That goes. That's to double digits now for Kiera Lubavitch. Averages 12.9 per game. She's got 10 so far tonight. Makes the score 41-20. Roosevelt leading halfway through the fourth quarter. Lowe. Cole. Guarded by Robertson. Robertson doing a nice job hounding her outside. Gets it to Pasieka. Back to Johnson. Johnson with the long three from the right side. Nothing but net. Johnson now with Morgan Johnson now with 14 on the night. So the combination of Brooklyn Cole and Morgan Johnson, 32 of their 44 points. Emerson Robertson gets it back out to Lubavitch. Lubavitch tries to drive lane, takes one from the free throw line. That's a bit long. Henley Lowe with the rebound. And Roosevelt once again going to drain some clock off the, presumably will drain some clock. Johnson to Cole. 3 minutes to go in the game. Back out to Lowe. Now to Johnson. Just holding the ball back there by the half-court line. Brooklyn Cole. Now to Lowe. Johnson rotates it around to Pasieka. Gets it back to Cole. 6 to shoot. 5, 4. Over to Lowe. Lowe for 3. That is true. And Lowe puts it in for 3. 5 points on the night for Henley Lowe. And at 47-20, Roosevelt leads as they'll take a timeout with 2:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Let's do a quick check on the other scores around the state. As a 30-second timeout there, probably try to get people calm down there, but Aberdeen Central with 2 minutes left in the fourth is leading Watertown 41-31. That's the only other game that we have a report from in progress right now on the girls' side in Class AA. Here at the Roosevelt Gym, it's 47-20. Roosevelt with the lead with 2:38 to go. And Lincoln ball is Kiera Lubavitch will run the point. Gets it over to Robertson. Robertson for 3 from the left side. That's a bit long. Lowe with the rebound and a whistle as called for the travel. So it'll be Lincoln ball. It'll be Brooklyn Rose returning to the game for Roosevelt. As Brooklyn Cole comes off the court, it was senior night here at Roosevelt High School, so all of Roosevelt's senior players, managers, and cheerleaders were honored in tonight's game. Caitlin Duane is also coming into the game. Morgan Johnson, another one of the seniors for Roosevelt, coming off the floor in this one. Around Hazel Jensen. Over to Lubavitch. Takes the pick from Jensen. Lubavitch just going to try to bull rush the lane. Misses the first, makes the second, has 12 on the night. 47-22. 2 minutes to play. Lowe. Over to Rose. Now kicks it over to Duane. And Lowe. Now gets back out to Susan Olson. Takes the pick from Emma Adams. Kicks it back out to Emma Adams with 8 to shoot. Olson from long range. No. Rebound underneath the hoop and a bunch of shirts flying around the lane there. That one finally coming out of the pile there is Henley Lowe. And they get the shot again with 1.5 minutes to go. Traveling called, and here comes a whole bunch of substitutes for Lincoln. As Zach Wessels is going to go back into his bench. So Roosevelt with a minute and a half to go, and they're probably just going to try to be content to just drain as much clock as they can. Try to end this game and get their 7th victory, but a nice little steal there. That was Ruby Hennies with a nice little defensive play there. Off of Roosevelt and back to Lincoln. Hennies, and that one's knocked away by Macy Miklos, who has also entered the game for Roosevelt. Well, you get to see how some of these backbenchers play with the varsity crowd in the stands and in a varsity situation. As we wind down the game clock here at the 25-point lead for Roosevelt. That's Ruby Hennies with the ball. Down low, this is going to be Modelia Needles. And knocked away by Roosevelt again. To bringing up the ball is Caitlin Dwin with under a minute to play. And it goes out to Brooklyn Rose, back inside. And Dwin gathers the ball, gets it to Rose. Rose blows right by her defender and right into the hoop. Her first 2 points on the night, 49-22. About a 2-second differential between shot and game clock. That one's stolen away by Macy Miklos. Miklos tries to get the handle on the ball, finally does. Shot clock is off. And she kicks it back out to Adams and then back to Brooklyn Rose, who now draws a defender with 15 to go. And they're just going to be content to pass this one around. Roosevelt's going to win this one. They're going to get their 7th victory of the season. They'll be 7-10. Lincoln will drop to 1-15 on the season. They'll try their luck again with the 2 road games coming up this weekend. That'll do it for this one. For the girls' game here, Roosevelt beats Lincoln 49-22. We're going to be taking a bit of a break here and come back for the boys' game here in a little bit. I am Bruce Andera. I hope you enjoyed watching this game. We hope we like bringing it to you. We'll take a break. We'll come back to set up the boys' game for you. And this is South Dakota High School basketball on Live Ticket TV.